Hey people, welcome to the Wednesday stream. I am live just before 6:30 p.m. 24 degrees Celsius, or maybe 23 at this point. It was 25 a bit earlier today. It's cooling off, kind of cloudy now. Hopefully it doesn't rain on me. I hope you're all doing well. Happy hump day. Over 50 people already here. We got Leo Chung, how you doing? Hello Advisrit and Chantel. Daniel, what's up? William Elliott. Good to see you. Hello Zach and Alan K. What's up Harjot, how you doing? I see Gertij. And John Nicholson is here. Afternoon City Walker, how you doing? Tara Evans. Susie from TO. CMJ, hello. Lorraine McLean is in the house. Hello Nigel. Crying Hippie. Manager Mr. Me, Mr. Adam's Apple. Chris Anderson, hello Tim. Rebecca with a super chat. Thank you very much right off the bat. $2 from Rebecca for starting in an alley. Thank you very much, Rebecca. You do love the alleys, don't you? Thank you. Hello Whitby Dude. Mark M. See Howard Charco, hello. Yes, welcome everyone. Back downtown, yeah. No more North York. We're on the east side, of course. Hey, Pine Valley Railway, good evening. Brent Sheehan, hello. Got some East Side Alley action here. Hey, Screams, hello. Davy Pukaj, long time no see. Hello, Ashnix. And Vivian Johnson, hello, hello. So you got Craig O'Connor, 315 Tricky. Well over 100 now. Alright, let's get a move on here. Hey, Random Travels, Mr. Adam's Apple. Maybe I already said that. There's Dundas Street right over there. This is Berkeley Street, I believe. Hey, Picard is here. Tea, Earl Grey, hot. Got Greg, hello. That's Parliament Street, right straight ahead. Let's walk down this way here. It's like a Strally, right? Sort of a street, but sort of an alley. A little bit of both. Oh, I didn't, yeah, I missed the bike party. Well, glad it was good. Hey, Famous Master. This is a new build. Well, even though it's cloudy, I don't mind as long as it doesn't rain. I like the sort of lack of sun shining on me. Nice breeze. The temperatures are pleasant, so I can handle this. Some flowers. Yeah, I can see the chat, that's right, when it's not sunny. Makes it a lot easier. Hello Jada, good evening to you. Rob Mahoney. I've walked through almost every alley and laneway in the central part of Toronto, I think, at this point. It's usually fine. I've never had any real issues. You do run into some characters sometimes who are doing things in these laneways, of course. Sketchy things, right? That's pretty normal, actually. Unfortunately, most of the alleys are where sketchy things tend to happen, but yeah, I've never been affected yet by any of it. Oh, did I miss a question? Sorry, Zach, I didn't see your question. Oh no, I don't see it. must have been way back here. I don't see your question, Zach. It happens. Sometimes I miss things in the chat. It's not on purpose, I promise. Hey, JPS, hello. What's up, Scott? Crossing Shooter. Got the Moss Park Apartments right there. So I'm thinking I'm going to walk down to Richmond Street, and then maybe we'll take a walk along Richmond Street, going west. Hey, Sal Smith, hello. Rosalina, welcome. How was my day? It was okay. Jada, it was okay. I was out and about early today. I might have had a nap later on in the afternoon. Hey, people are hanging out at Hangout Street. I think this is one of the first times I've seen people actually hanging out at Hangout Street there. Manager Mr. Me, that's exactly what I'm planning on doing. Unless you're just parroting what I already said. Queen and Parliament. Here's where that new library branch is going. I mentioned this before in another stream. Some people aren't too happy about this relocation here. Hello, Justin. This is replacing a branch in the St. Lawrence Market neighborhood. New library here. Hey, Damon Washington, hello. Look at this little house. I wonder how old that is. Just sort of sitting there all by itself. Looks like it was an old row house, but all the rows on either side were torn down over the years, and now that's the only one left. The only part of the row that's still standing. Hey, Farshid, hello. All right, we're at Richmond. All the one-way traffic here. I have a certain route today? Well, all I know is I'm going to walk along Richmond, maybe like all of Richmond Street. It kind of begins right here, or just the next street over, really, at Power Street. That's where it begins, and it ends on the west side, kind of like in the West End, I guess, west of Bathurst. So maybe I'll walk along all of Richmond Street, and then from there, who knows, I'll just make it up as I go along. Hey, Digital Blade, hello. I don't know, Rosalina. I'm the wrong person to ask about sports-related things. You just passed me. Is that right? Well, you didn't say hi, but maybe next time you will. But thanks for popping in to say hi in the chat. What's up, Jonathan? Aldolfo, hello. So we were walking around here in a recent stream looking for beavers, right? But I think I saw all the beavers there were to see on Richmond Street here, so I don't think we need to do any more beaver hunting. I'll just walk straight through. I can spot one over there that we already saw, though. Hey, Mike Landry, hello. There's one of the beavers. If you missed my beaver hunt stream, you might find that entertaining as a replay watch. I think we ended up spotting 18, 18 beavers around there. Hey, Cookies and Chaos. We went to a doctor's appointment. Okay, I thought it said apartment for a second. I was like, why would you go to a doctor's apartment? Can you not afford an office? What happened here? Did they like hit a water line or something? Doing some digging here, and there's a bunch of water pooled around the area. I think they might have did something they weren't supposed to do, maybe. They created a lake right here. There's going to be a new park right here, though. That's cool, beside this development. Hey, Fernanda, hello. What's up, Mark? Hello, Bruce. And anyone else I might have missed? Hello, math doctors. Over 200 concurrent viewers now. Happy hump day, hump evening. At Sherborne. Let us continue west. Westward ho! I even did the finger thing when I did that. Went westward ho! See? You have to do that if you say those words. I also do the finger thing when I say engage, because you have to do it then too, you know. Ahead, warp factor 9.9. Engage. You have to do it. Quad mods. Here's a neat alley. It's kind of blocked by a gate though, so you can't really go all the way through. I like how it looks though. It's kind of clean. It's like a clean looking alley. That's right, Digital Blade. Same with this one, another clean looking alley with a gate. Why do they not want us to walk through? We got rush hour traffic here. It's still kind of rush hour, the later part of rush hour, I guess. From like 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. is kind of rush hour time, I would say. Here's the George Street Diner. This is where we saw the first beaver during the beaver hunt. Open till 8 p.m. That's good. They always used to close so early, like at 5. I always used to complain and say they should stay open later. You know, it's popular, but if they stayed open later, I think they'd still get a lot of business. Hello, Marlette. Here's one of the last remaining gas stations downtown. And there is a proposal to redevelop this site, so its days are numbered. A tall residential tower, of course, will be built there. Nice dog. "50 stories." Toronto's doo-wop music guy, hello. I've shown a few of the little treasures around. I try to show the treasures if there are any around. All the little hidden parks, yeah. I still discover some from time to time, if they're hidden enough. Sometimes they're too well hidden. Hey, Aaron Hockey, Ken Lan, hello. Crit Commander. I'm sure that can help in some circumstances. A hunka burning love. What's up, Mark Lang? Hey, what's up? You're on YouTube. Yeah. Hey, Arpix. Your old office. Oh, that's cool. We're at Church and Richmond. Got the old McVeigh's Irish pub there. Still open. I thought the McVeigh's was closing for some reason a long time ago, and then it never closed. It just stayed open, and it's still open. (1998 to 2001). That's a while. Yeah, that's a while. That's before the area went crazy with development, so it probably looked pretty much the same for all those years you were there, more or less, you know. And then not long after that, the building boom kicked into high gear. Now that part of Church Street looks way different. So many new buildings now. Tall condos and that sort of thing. Good night, Digital Blade. Crossing Victoria Street. We're walking all of Richmond Street, if you didn't know, if you're just joining. And then more after that. It won't take that long to walk all of Richmond Street. It's not like walking from Yonge and Finch to Yonge and Dundas. That took almost 4 hours. That's what I did last time. Was that Monday night? Yeah. That guy looked like he stepped right out of 1986. On his way to a Motley Crue show. Some Brazil fans. Hey, we're at Yonge Street. No wonder it's so busy. Hey, Sapand, hello. Forever young. Signal drop right when I'm at Yonge Street. Forever young, but not forever signal, I guess. Well, you know, just a dead zone in the literal heart of downtown. What will happen to this building, I wonder? The old Hudson's Bay building here. You want to be forever young? Yeah, I think a lot of people can relate to that. I think walking a lot helps, to be honest. I think a lot of walking keeps you young for longer, you know, physically. So I recommend it. Yakking with friends. That's kind of what everyone is doing here in the chat. Your first modeling job? Oh yeah? The old Hudson's Bay building? Or the graphic arts building? Which is an awesome old building right here too. 7-Eleven is closing at College and Spadina. Yeah, I heard about that. 7-Elevens have been closing all over downtown in the last couple years. And I think one on Dundas will also be closing. I'm pretty sure that two of them on Yonge Street, one at Yonge and College and one near Yonge and Dundas, closed due to rampant theft, like shoplifting. A lot of sketchy people would basically congregate around those stores and just go in and just rip them off to high heaven. And I guess after a while they just didn't think it was worthwhile to stay in business at those locations. I don't know if the same situation is at Bloor and Spadina or not. When it was Simpsons, that's right. That used to be a Simpsons. That was before my time as a Torontonian. Hey, Mr. Majestic. The one at Yonge and College has been vacant now for over a year. The for lease sign is still there. I don't think they're attracting any tenants because of, you know, the element, I guess, that congregates around that corner. Hey, Carl Roth. Yeah, I heard something cool. Well, cool to me anyway. Tomorrow is International Beatles Day, apparently. So I think some record stores around the city are going to have some Beatles-related special content or events taking place. I'm probably going to take a walk and check them out, at least a couple of the record stores. I'm not sure what they'll be doing for International Beatles Day at the record stores. Hello, Mark S. I didn't even know there was an International Beatles Day. This is the first I've ever heard of it. I don't know how long this has been going on. Isn't June 25th the same day that Michael Jackson passed away? Is that the date that Michael Jackson passed? Was it June 25th? Michael Jackson famously bought the Beatles catalog out from under Paul McCartney, who was planning to buy it, and he told Michael that he was planning to buy it, and then Michael swooped in and bought it before Paul even had the chance to do it. That ruined their friendship. They had a bit of a friendship going on, you know, they're collaborating and doing things together. And then he did that, and Paul was like, fuck you, Michael Jackson. And that was the end of their friendship. Yeah, June 25th.
Bon, à quelle heure je réserve?
How about that? I just figured that was a typo when I saw the Gen. Seems like yesterday. Is that a pun? Well, eventually Paul McCartney did come to own part of the Beatles catalog. Doesn't own all of it, but he owns part of it. He bought the Elephant Man bones, yeah. I remember hearing about that. Hey, Alex, hello. E-Story, how you doing? All right, we're making our way along Richmond Street. We were on the east side at the beginning, now we're on the west side here. We got a troubadour walking along. He's the Toronto Troubadour. Like on the Gilmore Girls. Oh, those crazy elephant bones. Is that like a Bare Naked Ladies lyric? I know that from somewhere. I know that from somewhere. Indeed it is, okay. Here's Yuck Yucks, the famous Yuck Yucks comedy club, comedy bar, whatever. Kind of a legendary comedy club, really, when you think about how many famous comedians got their start there. Right up there with the famous comedy clubs in New York or LA, I would say. But not a real green dress, that's cruel. Hey, get to the tower. Get to it. Hey, Christos. We have a watch party going on over here. It's like a wall of condos here. Mostly condos. Speaking of the bare naked ladies, they kind of came into fame more or less right around the corner here, where the Speaker's Corner used to be on John Street by the old Much Music building here. They did that little quick rendition of Be My Yoko Ono, I think. It was one of those songs anyway, one of those early songs of theirs. And then it proved so popular that Much Music started playing that clip in the regular rotation, and that's sort of what brought the bare naked ladies into like the spotlight here in Canada. Speaker's Corner used to be right up there. Hello, Lena. Look at the chat. Sorry if I'm missing any greetings and that sort of thing. Hello, the color purple. How you doing? Big Scotiabank Cinemas here. I haven't been back here since I came to see the Barbie movie with Megan. What was that? 2023 or something? Was it that long ago? Straight out of Compton, holy. I saw that one in the theater also, but it was at the Rainbow Market Square. Before it was a Imagine, it used to be a rainbow. So I saw that there. I remember I went with a couple of friends who were visiting from out of town. Yeah, they're both good movies, I'd say. Boys in the Hood. They were kind of like big deal movies when they came out. She was there with her very own Ken, that's right. And she was dressed up as Barbie to go see the Barbie movie. I didn't have to dress up as Ken because I am Ken. And that's what I kept telling her. She was like, why don't you dress up? I'm like, but I'm Ken. I don't have to dress up. This is me. I am Ken. But that was in a video. I recorded a video of us walking to the theater as she was all barbified up. And I was just, you know, I was just me. I was just Ken. Hey, Jefferson, hello. One-Eyed Jacks. Not to be confused with One-Eyed Willie. I just need to tighten up. Yo, crikey. Hey, they started construction here officially now, I see. Another new tower. Crossing Peter Street. So the Peter Street Canyon is going to get a bit more canyon-like. Hello, Derek. Welcome. I think that's called a boring rig. Had pizza. I think that's on the menu for me tonight. I'm good, Derek. How are you? Hey, we just passed an hour. I'm kind of walking slowly, kind of moseying, sort of ambling along here. I don't feel the need to speed walk tonight for some reason. But if you're just joining the stream, we're on Richmond Street, heading west. I'm going to walk all of Richmond Street, so I don't know, we're over halfway along it. Hey Jacob, hello. Well, we're going to walk the rest of Richmond Street, and then after that, I don't know, just more walking, more wandering. This building is going to be built to sort of have that old classic setback style, you know, like skyscrapers of old. It's only 25 stories, so it won't be an actual skyscraper, but the design, you know, harkens back to like an earlier era. I like. As long as the materials are good, it should be a nice addition to the area here. I like when those buildings had setbacks and that sort of thing. All right, here is Spadina. Hello, Johnny, other Johnny. This is the fashion district. That's why they have a big thimble here. A giant thimble. They used to have a tape measure painted on the ground, but they didn't keep it up. It got like washed away and they didn't reapply it. Hey, Lumiakin. Right, west of Spadina here now. Richmond Street eventually just becomes like a residential street at its most western stretch. Like just old row houses, that sort of thing. Very quiet little residential stretch. Hello, the Soothing Shepherd. Oh, you know who lives right around here? I didn't even know. until recently, but a very famous Canadian media personality lives right around here. George Stroumboulopoulos. I think that's how you pronounce his name. He has a place here. And he used to host a lot of concerts right inside of his home. Like with some pretty big names. They would come to his house and play a show. And people were just invited. Anybody could just walk in off the street and watch a famous, you know, musician, band, whatever, play a show inside George Stroumboulopoulos' living room, basically, or kitchen, or wherever it was. Yeah, he has a house in LA, but he also has a place in Toronto, right? He still lives here, but he's there too. Because right now he has a job in LA. So he's working in LA, but he still keeps his place here that he comes back to. He was just interviewed by Rick Beato recently on Rick Beato's YouTube channel. No, it's this one here where he has the concerts. They talk all about it in the interview. So his house was not a secret or anything, you know. Everyone knew where he lived. Didn't like cause him any problems or anything. Yeah, Rick came here to talk to him. Rick came here to talk to Alex and Getty from Rush, and also their producer, and George Stroumboulopoulos. I'm not sure if he talked to anyone else while he was here, but he made a trip to Toronto just to talk to a bunch of people, do some interviews. Hey, Michael Kirik, hello. This building is covered in greenery. You got this little community garden right here. Yeah, that's right. He also interviewed the new drummer for Rush. I haven't watched that one yet. This is Graffiti Alley right here. The famous Graffiti Alley. Goes all the way back to Spadina, going that way. Did I watch Rick Mercer? Sometimes. I wasn't a regular viewer or anything. Lots of bugs flying around here. Let's get in the bug-free zone over here. But yeah, I know Rick Mercer used to do a lot of his bits in that alley right there, graffiti alley. His rants. This is Portland Street. Got new bike lanes here on Portland Street. It's like a two-way bike lane. Hey, Farhan, hello. There's bugs still on me here. Be gone, bugs. Be gone. Let me check my power bank connection. Power bank connection. Alright, we got Bathurst Street coming up. Straighten up my gimbal. There we go. Dear Darling Cocktail Bar. Oh dear, oh darling. What's up, Dynamics? Good evening. All right, here is Richmond and Bathurst. That corner over there was a bit dicey. That's where Johnny and I got attacked in one of his streams. And it still seems dicey. Alright, now here's where Richmond Street sort of just becomes a quiet residential stretch here. I've told the story before. Some nut job just saw Johnny streaming and ran out and basically, you know, attacked him more or less to get him to stop or whatever. It's probably a drug dealer preying on the vulnerable people that hang around those safe injection sites, right? Scum of the earth, basically. Yeah, that stream is on Johnny's channel. That's from like several years ago now, like at least three or 4 years ago. It was on Sapan's birthday, maybe like 3 or 4 years ago. Hey, stanky stuff. The old row houses. Just Smitty, how you doing? I always thought this was a weird looking old church here. There's Queen Street right over there. So we're still pretty close to some action, you know. We're heading to the end of Richmond Street. This is the end, beautiful friends. Is this a house or is it one of these utility buildings disguised as a house? Like a transformer station, right? Well, I guess not. It's a house. It says put packages between doors, please. So it's a house. It has the same look of a lot of buildings that are sort of built to mimic a residential spot, but they're actually like a transformer station inside. But that's a nice looking spot though, if it's an actual house. I hope today is one of your better days, Vivian.
So this is our second conversation.
Like, I like these kind of row houses here. The ones with the flat roof. That one doesn't really fit in, does it? With the other ones. One of these things is not like the other. One of these things just doesn't belong. Well, it belongs. These ones have the interesting top, interesting roof. Not sure, Chantal. I'm not sure. Maybe neither. Here is Niagara Street.
She did the deck.
I remember when I first moved to Toronto and I was looking for an apartment, I came to look at an apartment in this building right here. And I was almost about to take it. But then I ended up seeing the other unit where I now live, and I ended up taking that one, obviously. This one was even smaller than where I am now, and it was more expensive, so I thought, well, I'll take the slightly bigger, slightly cheaper one. Even if it was on the east side. This is a much more desirable neighborhood here than where I live now, but I think I made the right choice. Hey, Boom, how you doing? Animating the 6 new channel. New channel to check out. So that was the building there, and there's another wing we walked past. I think we're almost at the my voice. I think we're almost at the end of Richmond Street here. My voice just decided to stop working there for a second. An hour and a half, that's how long it takes to walk all of Richmond Street? Crazy. Although we did start a little before that. But still almost an hour and a half to walk all of Richmond Street. If you're taking your time, which I'm doing. I could have done it quicker, of course. Hey, animating the 6, $2.99 super sticker. Hey, thank you very kindly, and I hope everything goes well with the new channel. Cheers to you. Hope you got everything straightened out with that other channel of yours too. Of course, you know, animating the 6 as a boom. Hey, look, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child is here. The silkworm. This little library. And hello, Jennifer Gala also. Recently hit 200,000 subscribers. That's like incredible. Holy cow. I can only imagine having 200k subscribers. There's Trinity Bellwoods up there at Queen Street. Thank you, Jennifer. You are too kind. I think I'd have to have a few major viral moments to get to 200k anytime soon, but nice of you to say anyway. This is Strawn Avenue. Not Strachan. No, no, no. It might look like Strachan, but it is Strawn. It's a surefire way to tell a visitor from a resident of the city how they pronounce this. Now we're at the very end of Adelaide Street. Adelaide Street starts here and goes pretty much all the way to where we started the stream on the east side. That's a busy ass spot right there, right? Look at that. That place is popping. Hey, CN Tower view unlocked. Why you give me weak signal here? Just as I'm about to hit 300 concurrent viewers, the signal goes to crap. Stafford Street. I don't think I've ever walked down Stafford Street before. It's pretty nice. Look at these nice old townhouses or row houses. This is nice too. I like an old fire escape. What's normal anyway? That's what it says over there. I guess in current year that, you know, makes a lot of sense. Hey, Canadian conservative. Alright, we're going back eastward now. Here's Stanley Park. Not to be confused with the Vancouver Stanley Park, obviously. This is our own version. Hey, Rochelle, hello. Hello? Alright, Niagara Street. I'm going to walk along Niagara Street, I think. I have decided. Ooh, look at this place. For sale. I wonder what it's going for. Probably a lot more than you would think. It is pretty small. It does have this little back part here that looks like it's falling down. Holy moly. That's in rough shape back there. Wandering around kicks ass. Yeah, I mean, I agree. That's what I've been doing all my life, basically. Old school. It's a fixer-upper, yeah, and a half. It's a fixer-upper, downer, all-arounder. My degree is in urban studies. No, actually. That's just my passion, I guess, but it's not my degree. Niagara Street. I always enjoy this street. It's kind of quirky, kind of different. Doesn't conform to the grid. Does its own thing. Built upon a rock. That sounds like the name of someone who could live in Newfoundland or maybe Sudbury. Hello, SJ. Watching from North Bay. The old hometown. I was a raider. I was a raider. Chippewa raiders are like alligators, right? That was how the cheer went. Crossing King Street. The Greedy Goose. Starting to rain. Oh, I hope it doesn't come over this way. If it's east of here, then it should keep going east, right? It won't come west. Toronto's big enough that it can be raining in one part of the city and not raining in another part of the city, or snowing in one part of the city and not snowing in another part of the city. Oh, Calgary, all right. Hey, cheers. Hey, Alan K, $2. Cheers to Hump Day, aka Thursday Eve, as we like to call it, our little in-joke. Cheers to you, Alan K. Thank you for the $2 super chat, much appreciated. Or $3, sorry. $3 super chat. Here's a Buddhist temple. This is why I like Niagara Street. It's kind of a hodgepodge of all kinds of different things. Different types of buildings, different types of uses. You got old stuff, you got new stuff. Got some retail and restaurants here and there. Nice old townhouses. A lot of history. Some old warehouse buildings. Stephen Edwards, how you doing? Got a busy patio. The Old York Restaurant Tavern. Because Toronto used to be York. What is going on over here? What is this place? What is that place? True. What is that? Looks kind of neat. Guess I should just go. Or it's Drew's, okay, with a J. Crochet and patties? How's that for a combination? You can come here and do crochet, but they also have patties. That seems like very, very Toronto, I guess, right? Crochet fashion accessories. Gourmet Jamaican patties. Look, they're doing crochet in there. I mean, where else can you find a spot where you can do crochet and have patties at the same place? Do you crochet? Yeah. Some of these nice old row houses. I dig them. I like these ones. Hey Yvonne, hello. And YouTube. I think I can hear like World Cup activity. Or something. I hear something. we finally passed 300 concurrent viewers. Cheers, everyone. I love these old buildings right here. Over there is the Fort York area. That's where a lot of the World Cup fan area is, right over there. Got Fort York over there. Let me cross the street. I think this used to be a coffin factory back in the day. One of these, anyway, was a coffin factory. And then it became an artist incubator. And I think it's trying to be turned into some sort of loft-type residential complex, but I don't see much progress being made here. I'm just glad they're not tearing these buildings down. Hey, Taps, hello. Hey, thank you. Yeah, I'm really enjoying the the walk tonight. I mean, I enjoy all my walks, but some more than others, you know, for one reason or another. This one, I'm kind of really feeling it. This one here is really the one that is the most run down. Look at all the traffic, Jesus. Got a new build here. I wonder if there's anyone squatting inside there. It wouldn't surprise me. I think it used to have a lot of squatters back when it was also being used as a artist incubator, at least some of these buildings anyway. Chris Mills, good evening. Right, busy Bathurst Street here. I think people are coming from the fan area. All these people. Oh, cops nailed someone for speeding. Or something. A honka burning love. It's so quiet walking through those residential neighborhoods, and now it's like crazy busy here. Hey, Budgie Flight. Welcome to the stream.
What? You're still by the house, charge.
Hey, Cookies is going to do some booty blasting. Whatever you're doing is working on your legs, that's for sure. Holy cow, I saw that IG story. Victoria Memorial Square, I think, or whatever this is called. I always have to try and remember the name of this one. Hey, the Hounds of York, a social club for dogs. Haha. Okay, Vivian, have a good night. Thank you for sticking it out for almost 2 hours. I know you haven't been feeling great lately, so much appreciated. Get some good rest. I'll see you next time. And cheers, Vivian, thank you. That's right. Hit all the buttons, do all the things. Like, share, subscribe. Come and say hi in the chat if you want, if you do subscribe. Hit the notification bell also. So I go live 3 times a week. And I post a pre-recorded video on the other 4 days of the week. So basically every single day there's a new walk on my channel you can watch. Sometimes live, sometimes not. Hey, Choppy, hello. I wanted to check this out. I heard they reconfigured this intersection to make it more pedestrian friendly. Yeah, it looks like cars can no longer travel straight through here along Portland Street. You got the two-way bike lane we saw earlier. So yeah, you can only go this far and you have to turn onto Wellington. Or turn from Wellington onto Portland, I guess. Either way. I haven't had dinner yet. Budgie flight. That'll be after. Hey, Molita, hello. So yeah, I like it. This whole area has transformed so much. Jollykins, that's at Exhibition Place where the stadium is. A fair walk away, not too far. You can walk it. From here I could probably walk there in maybe a half an hour-ish. Maybe a bit more, 35 minutes. Hello James, how you doing? Well, apparently it is raining in some parts of the city, but not downtown. Hopefully it doesn't rain here. Hello Jillian, how you doing? And what's this? A super chat from Budgie Flight, 10 bucks. A little something towards some veg pad thai or the like. Hey, you know what I like. You know what I like. Thank you very much, Budgie Flight. Very much appreciated. Cheers to you. That sounds great, actually. That sounds really good. Some street pad thai with tofu. Hey Lisa, it is looking a bit ominous, yes. Look at these clouds here, they don't look very friendly. We just passed 2 hours. Can I go another hour without getting rained on? I might be pushing it. Here's Draper Street. This old 19th century street with all the nice interlocking brick now, but then you have this ultra modern looking condo sort of terminating the view there. Walking down a very, very nice stretch of Wellington Street here.
I'm gonna buy like that TV show thing.
Look at all the greenery here now. They didn't have anything like this like just a few years ago. This was just a construction site basically. There was not much to draw you to this part of Wellington Street at all before. I mean, across the street there are a few restaurants and bars and things like that. But this side, nope, it was just a wasteland. Now it's one of the nicest stretches of street in all of downtown, I would say. I hear the end of Let's Go Crazy. Let's go crazy. I hear the Prince guitar solo there at the end of the song. They did well. Well, you say? Well, well, well. What do we have here? In case you don't get the joke, any viewers who might not get the joke. Mandy's Gourmet Salads, although it's French though. Salades gourmands. Gourmands. I'm probably butchering that. Felicity, or sorry, Cookies, I apologize for my mispronunciation. It's a Montreal chain. That makes sense. That makes sense. Got a large dog. Look at this guy. Wow. Hello. I think the dog weighs more than the woman who's walking it. She probably has a bit of a struggle keeping the dog from doing or going wherever it wants to. It pressed its wet nose up against my arm. Ew. Now I have a big wet spot on my arm. You can live in one of the residential buildings and I guess you can play, whatever that means to you.
That's fine. Tip me 10% so I can fucking cover the tip out. I don't give a fuck what else you do. You don't have to get me money.
Yeah, you're going to be paying a lot to live here at the well. You're going to be shelling out the bucks. And you'll be shelling out the bucks to buy things at the well also. How are those clouds looking? I don't like the looks of them. Look at this maniac here. Jeez. At least he's staying on the bike lane. He just drives like a maniac though. But kudos to being on the bike lane. crossing Spadina again. Now we're going in the other direction. So we walked the entire length of Richmond Street. If you're just joining the stream, we started on the east side, where Richmond Street begins basically, and we walked all the way to where it ends on the west side, or on the west end really, because we went well past Bathurst. And then I just decided to start going back eastward again, so that's what we're doing. Kind of coming into the heart of downtown again now. I don't pay attention to this fountain very much. It's kind of nice. I think I've ignored this fountain really for some reason until now. It's decent. The little cherub up there is not peeing though, right? Oftentimes you'll see those little cherub type statues peeing if they're a part of a fountain. Yeah, I guess it was covered up with construction stuff. All of a sudden, like it's new again here. Hello. Manish Plays, hello. It was boxed in for years. I wonder what was up with that. I know there was like an encampment that was here for a long time. I don't know if that was part of the reason or it's unrelated. See you downtown. Look at this little spot. It's neat. Doggy Fest that already happened at Roundhouse Park. Music series at here, the deck at Clarence Square. So that's happening all summer. Chess in the Park here also. And movie nights at David Pico Square. I didn't know they had movie nights there also. Jeez. That means there's like movie nights at David Pico, at College Park, in the Distillery District, in the Well, where they have like a little outdoor seating area and they screen a movie. I don't know what other ones there are, but that's pretty cool that there's so many like around downtown. I've yet to go to any of these movie nights, though I keep meaning to, I just never do it. And I think Dundas Square used to have movie nights sometimes, although I haven't seen it there in a long time. Favorite GTA city? Well, I don't play GTA, but I'm just going to say, as far as I'm concerned, GTA is Greater Toronto Area, so I don't know why they haven't made a game that's called GTA, because that would be like the most obvious thing for them to do. Greater Toronto Area. Make it happen. Look at this little guy. Little cute little dog there. Alright, here's Peter Street, or Blue Jays Way. Pizza Rustica. Bike lanes here now. You're clogging up the sidewalk, yo. Hey, I'm walking here. Yeah, tourists often don't have the best sidewalk etiquette when they're in Toronto. They're not used to a city that has busy sidewalks like this, so they think it's okay to just sort of stand around in the middle of the sidewalk or to stop suddenly and look at their phone or whatever. Not saying locals don't do that too, because locals totally do that stuff too, but tourists at least have somewhat of an excuse, being that they're not used to this sort of busyness, you know. Here's Mercer Street. This is just like a canyon now. It's the canyon of tall buildings here. Got the Nobu Hotel here. Kind of fancy. And you got the Sutton Place Hotel there. And you have the Bisha Hotel there at the end, terminating the view here. This neighborhood is Hotel Central, basically, all this entertainment district, as they called it. So many hotels crammed into this area.
Oh shit.
Hey, Sandy Duncan, hello. The street is busy now. It used to be just like Deadsville walking along here. Like it did have the Second City over on the corner back there. So that drew some people, but it's way busier now than it used to be. Nobu. This is a huge building here. It's like a twin tower thing, right? I'm not sure where they shot the SCTV show. It was in one of the TV studios here in town. I'm not sure which one. CBC? I'm guessing the CBC studios, because it was a show on CBC to begin with, right? And I think it moved to Global at one point. So I think they moved around from studio to studio over the years. They even shot in Edmonton for 1 year as a cost-saving measure. I don't think the cast was very happy about that, but they just had to go wherever they had to go. Get to eat. That is Mercer Street. I almost called it Nobu Street.
Why are you mad at me for whistling that?
I am still streaming. Yes, I am at Visit. What's up, Max? King Street. Busy, busy, busy. Well, it hasn't rained on me yet. The scary clouds have mostly passed over, so that's good. Maybe I'll stay dry after all. Came out of nowhere. The Outsiders is playing now at the Princess of Wales. We'll do it for Johnny! Can't resist these tower shots here.
And the shirts look good. So, yeah, I think so.
Never gets old. I don't think so. Maybe some people disagree, but I think we're in agreement on that. Here's David Pico Square, where they have movie nights, apparently. Looks like a little event is happening right now. Has music though. Can't go any closer. Oh look, it is movie night. Tonight is movie night. How about that? What is the chances that tonight would be movie night? They have the big screen, unless that's for soccer. Do you think that's a soccer related watch party thing, or is it movie night? Right now it's, I don't know what it is right now. This might be soccer related tonight. But we must flee from the music. Royal Alex. And this building also, I think I'll be showing a lot as it grows and grows and grows. Right now they're just showing ads on that screen, so they weren't showing whatever the main event is. They're not showing it right now. People are just hanging out and they're playing music until the show starts, whatever it is. Here's this thing again. Jeez, the music carries way over to here. How annoying. We got 313 people in the chat or watching concurrently, and 69% battery on my phone. Nice. Maybe I'll re-plug in my power bank here.
Yeah, Sarah still is. This stayed in retail. I was like, yeah, and there's a few other people.
Yeah, I know. It's easy to miss what's down there, right? Like, it's actually really nice. Look at, got like seating and everything. Nice fountain, almost like a lake down there, really. You just can't see it from the sidewalk, really, unless you're like super tall. You can see it when you're walking through the path. The path runs right along there where that glass walkway is. You can see right below me here. So when you're walking through there, you walk right alongside it.
I did watch it. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I was already on his side, so I didn't.
You 8-foot guys can see it. You and Howard Charco can see it. St. Andrew's Church. This wire is kind of ruining the view here. Toronto and its damn wires everywhere, I tell you. Straighten this out. Straighten out.
I think I might actually.
There we go.
But the steps, but the stop's probably like right there. So. Yeah. I can just go up river. That is correct.
Hey, coffee cake.
Still got it. She knows.
Alicia Lewis. How you doing, Alicia? Which is better, Toronto's Path? They both claim to be the biggest underground like network in the world. I think they're pretty similar in size, really. But I remember Johnny did a stream walking through the one in Montreal.
Let's make every shit happen.
And it had a lot more gappy spots where you had to kind of go outside and then walk into another part of it. It wasn't as continuous. There were sections that were not connected to one another more often, it seemed to me, you know?
I'll see you tomorrow.
Which kind of defeats the purpose. If you have to go outside, then it's not doing what it's supposed to do. Well, that was just based on one little section that Johnny was walking through Cookies, so maybe he just happened to be walking through the least connected part of it, you know? And I've never explored it myself, so I have looked at maps of it, though. I have looked at maps of it. And if you compare a map of it to the path in Toronto, they look pretty similar to me in how extensive they are. Just curious, if you go on Google right now, for anyone who might be able to, what does Google say? Like, what city has the largest underground subterranean tunnel network for pedestrians? What does Google have to say? I know it's not perfect or anything, but at York and King. Guinness World Record says the path. Okay. Google says Montreal. So who do we believe? And they both claim to be the biggest, right? If you go on the city's websites or something, they'll both claim to be the biggest. And the path is underneath us. It's right below us. Largest underground shopping network. And the one here is also still growing, right? They're still adding more to it. They just added another section to it just recently that goes into CIBC Square. Phase 2, so that just opened recently. That's more path that has been added. I'm not sure how much the one in Montreal is growing. Oops, somebody just scored or almost scored. What the heck is that? I have to go take a closer look at this thing. There's lots of entrances all around here. Every office building, basically. Every office building around here is an entrance to the path. For some reason, this looks like pasta to me. It makes me think of a big pile of pasta. Look at this. Pyramid fields. You think I'm hungry? That is neat. You got to do this whenever you're here. Do they close the path? I thought it kind of stayed open late into the evening. Like nothing is open, but I thought you could still walk through it like pretty late. I know it's open early in the morning before the stores are even open. All right, later, Aaron Hockey. Have a good night. But basically, if you walk into the lobby here, you just go down one of these escalators and you're in the path. I've done lots of videos walking through there. If any of you have never seen it, even just recently I did a video there, walking through part of it. But yeah, it has like 30 kilometers of tunnels, so you could spend all day walking around in the path. All day and all night, if they let you. Where should I go? Where should I go? Maybe I'll go over to Young. And we still got 300 people concurrently watching. 2 hours and 43 minutes into the stream. If you're a new viewer, welcome. Hope you're enjoying the walk We've been sort of just wandering around the city on a really, really pleasant Wednesday evening here. If you'd like to see more of this kind of thing, make sure you're subscribed. You know, it's free. Hit the notification bell, which is also free. And you'll be notified when I go live next, which is usually 3 times a week. But I post pre-recorded videos to the channel on all the other days of the week, so every day there's a new video, a walk you can watch. Some of them are live, some of them are not. My pre-recorded videos are usually not as long as my live streams though. They're usually between 30 minutes to an hour for the most part. But more specifically, 30 minutes to 45 minutes is the length of most of my pre-recorded walks. Hey, Matthew. Ever heard of a song called All Day, All Night by the Boom Booms? I don't think so. It's not ringing any bells. Hey, thank you, Alan K. There's a way to send support if you like, without Google taking its cut, you know. Hey, the mighty runt. Hey, Damon Washington, $2 for the root beer fund. Thank you very kindly, Damon. Much appreciated, Damon Washington. Awesome support, thank you. All support is awesome, no matter how big or small. Just watching the stream is awesome, is support also. Views are always good. Hitting the like, you know, it all helps. Everything helps. Whoa. Jeez. These sirens just come out of nowhere. It's like no little warning siren, you know, like woo. Just right off the bat. Oh, that's a booty blast of a different type there, Cookies. That's a whole different kind of booty blast. Is there winter? There is in the winter. But this is the summer, so there's no winter in the summer. Apparently this is called the Lumsden Building. I never really knew the name of it for some reason until just the last few months. Lumsden. That's where my neighborhood Popeyes is. I got my creatine there just last week after watching Disclosure Day, which I didn't think was that good. If you haven't seen my Disclosure Day review video, check it out. It was a disappointment. I mean, it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't that great either. Definitely a disappointment, at least to me. For a Spielberg alien movie? Come on now. I was expecting a lot more. Temperance Street. North up Young. Familiar territory. It's getting properly dark now. I'm Corey Harding it right now. For those who know, I'm totally Corey Harding it right now. And I don't care. If it was good enough for Corey, it's good enough for me. Alicia Lewis, 12 months Metropolis Dweller. Hey, cheers, Alicia. 1 year of channel membership. Much appreciated, Alicia. Thank you very kindly. Hey, it's Richmond Street. This is where we were at the beginning of the video, or stream, near the beginning of the stream anyway. Hey, Blue Meaford is in the house. How you doing? Always a pleasure. These headlights are bright. This family's making it hard for me to pass them. Oh, I think I see an opening. Alright, I can pass them here. What is going on here now? What be this all about?
See you on Friday. Yeah, I'll be there.
Why?
Shop, are you good too, Shop?
I'm forced to cross the street.
I'll see you then. Ciao.
Wonder what they're doing there, where they have the sidewalk blocked off for such a long way. Hey, Wayne McKay, hello. You drag your feet. I have to try that method. They're walking side by side and just spaced out far enough away from one another to take up the whole sidewalk, but not leave me enough room to sort of squeeze between them either, you know? Without me stepping out onto the street or something. Or kind of rudely squeezing between them. Coming through here, hey, coming through. Out of the way, tourists. Got a local coming through here. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing here. Something that closes off that whole stretch of the sidewalk, though. I heard the Lego store was opening up inside the Eaton Center. I think the Lego store should have like a presence on the street, you know? Like it can be inside the mall, but also have an entrance from the sidewalk on Yonge Street as well. But now they don't seem to do that anymore with stores that are in the mall.
Wait, did Grandpa get her gift? J'en ai eu de la même.
It's a wild Wednesday in downtown Yonge. Hey, Jacqueline, hello.
Like the way they walk.
Linda Jane Jackson, hey, welcome to the stream. No show at Massey Hall tonight.
Never caught on. Or email. You gotta get them.
Let's say, for example, how, why.
Looks like the aura is going to get completely blocked pretty soon by that new condo going up. You can just see the top of the aura now with the LED lighting. That new building is going to completely block it. Because it's going to get a lot taller before it's done. They're getting into the spirit of things here. Incorporate a little bit of soccer fun into your bedroom play.
Actually, we've had a few more. Eu quero que entra todo mundo, o Rafael explode as duas. Mano, o outro tá aparecendo.
Paranormal activity. And we're almost at Yonge and Dundas, if you haven't already noticed. I was here during my last stream, wasn't I? Jeez. Seems that I'm always ending up here, yeah. More often than not. It just makes sense because I live so close to here. It just makes sense to end up in this area. Either here at one of the grocery stores near my place. Art. It's good. It's good.
Very beautiful. Continua sendo very beautiful. Ah, os caras estão gravando. Ah, eles estão fazendo live. Vai lá, na live dele. Não, esse aí eu não tenho coragem, não. Aonde?
Welcome back, crikey. Till next time, I guess.
They played.
This guy hates Olivia Chow. He hates Olivia Chow and he hates copyright-free live streams. It must be weird to make your entire personality about hating a politician. Where you just focus all of your energy every day into hating a politician. Where you like walk around advertising it, you know, like on your person or pulling a cart around. Hey, Randall King, hello. It is busy here tonight, more so than on Monday. I thought Monday was pretty busy, but tonight definitely beats it. Like, what's going on that other corner? Well, we got some revelers here.
Walk sign is on for all crossings. Walk sign is on for all crossings. Walk sign is on for all crossings.
Walk sign is on for all crossings. Alrighty then. Is that all?
Walk sign is on.
Oh, there's my cue to flee the area. Hey, Pamela, hello. I think they're just going around. They're coming back up this way here. They just went around the square. Now they're going back up to Yonge Street again. They went around the square. Hey, have a good night, Alicia. Thank you for checking out the stream. And I'm glad your friend is going to be okay. Checkmate. Is there going to be more celebrating though? Maybe there's more coming, you know? I feel like I'm going to end the stream and then all of a sudden the area will get swamped with celebrators. Celebrators. Is that a word? Hey, Leanne Kolcheski, hello. Maybe what I'll do is I'll walk up to Gerard. We'll walk up to Gerard just in case there's some nice, happy, celebrating action here on Yonge Street. Celebrants, yeah, I guess that's the word. So many annoying noises. Like all the beeping and chiming, and the walk sign is on for all crossings. The walk sign is on for all crossings. Just non-stop, just noise of every type, every sort. Hey Rob, 5 pound super sticker. Thank you very much, Rob. I didn't even know you were watching. Much appreciated. Cheers, Rob. Thank you very kindly. And yes, I am Corey Harding it. You've been sneaky, yeah. Looks like this is closed. All right, I'm going to mute the audio for a moment so I get past the Muzak zone here. All right, there's a lot of Muzak, so I had to keep it muted there for a minute or so. Oh wow, you can see the buildings here on the corner again. It's been years since you've been able to see these buildings. They've been covered up with construction hoarding and tarps and all that sort of thing. Look how nice they look. They look great. It's part of this new tower here. Yeah, it looks very, very good. Very, very good indeed. Let's get past more music here. Ay, caramba. $75 topless, bottomless vixens. Come score with all girls. Yeah, right.
Shut up.
Highly unlikely anyone is going to score with any of the girls. Hey, LAB, hello. Yeah, you couldn't see these two old buildings here. They facadized them, right? But they did a good job. So this corner is going to look pretty amazing once this new building is finished. Of course, it's right next door to this McDonald's. Kind of a contrast there, right? But hey, it's Yonge and Dundas. It's to be expected. Yeah, it looks really good. It looks really good. After a while, you kind of forget what the buildings under there look like because they're covered up for so long. Like years sometimes, where you don't even see the old buildings under there. And then it's like, oh yeah, they were really nice. Busy night for food delivery, holy. Hello, other Greg. Hello, hello. When I was in Montreal a couple years ago, I noticed there weren't any like of these food delivery dudes going all over the place like you see here. I thought that was a bit strange that they didn't have any there. But I thought maybe I just didn't notice or didn't see any, whatever. And then I recently watched Toronto, Maddie, do some streams in Montreal. And I kind of made a point of paying attention to see if there were any, and I didn't see any again. It's strange that there's so many here, like everywhere. And another big urban city like Montreal doesn't really have that. It makes Toronto feel more chaotic, you know, when they're zipping all over the place like that. I'm not sure about Vancouver. I was in Vancouver like 4 years ago or so. I didn't notice a lot of them there, but I wasn't really paying that much attention. There's a lot in New York. I noticed that when I watched New York streams. Like in Manhattan. But I think Toronto seems to be just as full of them as New York, if not more so. I have 12 minutes to go to Metro. Yeah, I don't think I'm planning to go to a store tonight. I think I've got everything I need. I think I'm good. They use Uber drivers. Because, yeah, it just seemed a lot more calm and less chaotic walking around in downtown Montreal. Yeah, it's just not as busy. I mean, it's a big city. It's busy by North American standards for sure, you know. But it's just quieter and calmer, less chaotic than Toronto. Like, I noticed that pretty quickly when I was there. Just not as many people just all over the place. Ugh, something smells weird here. Not weird in a good way. There's good weird and there's bad weird. This smell is bad weird. Ugh, what is it? Where's it coming from? Oh, is it coming from this truck up here? The wind is blowing in my direction. Is this like a waste pickup vehicle here? Yeah, oh my god, it reeks. Holy cow. Curb tender. Oh, it reeks so bad. It's like a garbage truck, basically. Oh, it smelled horrendous. Almost gag-inducing. Hey, Aaron, hello. Aaron Savage. Yeah, as soon as I walk past it, all of a sudden the air feels breathable again. Because once it gets warm, you know, the garbage bins reek to high heaven. Take a shower. I was going to anyway. I have worked up a bit of a sweat here. It's not too hot, but just warm enough to, you know, make your armpit area a little moist. There's some moistness going on. Hey, here's Hooker Harvey's. The famous I can't even talk. What are we at? 3 hours and 25 minutes. And I'm almost home. So maybe I'll end things here right at Hooker Harvey's. The famous, infamous, I guess, one-time notorious Hooker Harvey's. Hope you all enjoyed the Wednesday night stream. Turned out to be a long one again. It was a lot of fun. We walked all of Richmond Street and then just sort of wandered around on our way back towards my neck of the woods here. The weather was real good. Didn't get rained on, although it looked like I might at one point. But yeah, cheers everyone. It was awesome of you to check out the stream. And Friday should be my next live stream, so hope to see you there for that one too. Friday evening. Tomorrow night I'll be premiering a pre-recorded video, as I do, around 7:15 or thereabouts, so hope to see you there for that in the live chat. We can watch that one together. So thanks again to everyone for checking out the stream. New subscribers, old subscribers, you're all awesome. Thank you mods, Vivian, Alan K. Thank you channel members. Thank you everyone who sent support with Superchats, Super Stickers, or any PayPals. It is very, very much appreciated. As always, awesome and amazing support. Until next time, I will continue, of course. As Corey Hart would say, I wear my sunglasses at night. All right, later all. See you in the next one.